In this tutorial, we'll show you how to manage data with the EPM Integration Agent. With the EPM Integration Agent, directly extract, transform, and load metadata and data from on-premises and third-party cloud source systems for use in planning and financial consolidation and close. To view highlights of the EPM Integration Agent, please view the overview. In this tutorial, you'll see how to use scripting with the agent to manage exchange rates from a third-party cloud source to EPM Cloud. To get started, click Data Exchange and then download, extract, and install the agent. In a command window, type createappfolder.bat and include the directory where you want to create folders to store data, logs, and configuration files. Configure the SSL certificate and the agent's startup parameters, as described in the online help. I'll use a script to call an external API to get exchange rates. That API then generates a file for the EPM Integration Agent to pick up. When creating a data source, you must provide a file that defines the output from the script used by the agent. This is typically just a header in a text file that contains the fields the data file generated by the script. Under Application Details, dimensions from the source are matched with target dimensions in financial consolidation and close. The dimensions include account, currency, entity, from currency, and rate, which matches the format needed to load data into the rates cube. When you connect to an on-premises data source, you need to define a query, driver, and URL. Because we are using a script, you need to bypass the standard process, where the agent just runs an SQL and then returns those results to the cloud. The script replaces that process, but the end result is still a dataset that gets posted to the cloud. So in this case, dummy parameters were entered so that the agent has entries to process past that point. The script includes a function that will override the dummy data. There are 4 supported events, which include before and after extract, and before and after upload or mapping. With a script such as befextract.py, it runs before an extract is run. To pull the exchange rates from the API, the agent first calls the befextract script. A Jython script calls an external public API to retrieve exchange rates and then prepares data for upload to the cloud. It also issues a command to bypass the standard SQL processing logic of the agent and instead relies on the script logic for the data source extract and data preparation for subsequent upload to the EPM Cloud. The API is called, the exchange rates are retrieved, and then the exchange rate data is formatted into a file, which is put in the place where the agent expects to find that file. The result of the process is that the data file is uploaded to the cloud. Let's start the agent. When starting the agent, it is paired with the cloud instance. On the data exchange page, execute the integration, which calls the agent, which in turn calls the exchange rate API, and then prepares and uploads the data to EPM Cloud. Monitor the progress of the job. Refresh to update the status. On the data integration page, click Refresh until External FX has a green check. Check the status of the job. The rule runs and generates a file that is uploaded to the workbench. After the job completes, go into the workbench to see the results. The result is a listing of all the exchange rates from the external API. This data will be loaded to the rates cube in financial consolidation. In this tutorial, you saw how to manage data with the EPM Integration Agent. To learn more, visit cloud.oracle.com.